Good evening. How are you doing? How is everyone? Okay, so welcome to Growth Habits with Ngozi. I am your personal guide on the journey of growth. How are you doing? I hope all is well with you. Okay, just confirming quickly that we are live where we are meant to be live. Okay, we are live on Facebook, we are live on Instagram. Okay, just making sure that everything is okay. Okay, Facebook, we are audible. All right, we are audible on Instagram. We are live on LinkedIn and we are live on YouTube. Okay, so today is a good day. Everything is working out for good. Okay, so give me 1 minute. I just need to. Okay. Okay, all right. So, welcome once again to Growth Habits with Ngozi. I am your personal guide on this journey of growth. Um, we are starting a new series today. Yeah, we're starting a brand new series. In the month of August, we talked about, ugh, just give me a second. This timing, this is not our usual time. So a lot of things are happening all at the same time right now. So give me a second. Let me just check up on something. Our time is usually 12 noon Nigerian time, but my guest for today, I have a guest for today's program. Um, she's joining us from Canada, and that time is like whether 5 a.m. or so where she is. So there's no way she could have met up with that time. So we had to change the time to 5 p.m. That is when it's more convenient for her. Okay, so all right. So in August, as I was saying, we talked about habits of influence that's leading others, leading yourself and others. Well, that was the topic we talked about for the whole month of August. And we looked at leading yourself first, um, leading yourself, yeah, leading yourself first. Then we looked at showing up with integrity. Character is influence. We had a guest, Coach Iho, that was on that session. Then we talked about speak to inspire, words that build. We had Coach Ifi on that session. And then we finally spoke about multiplying your impact, mentor, guide, and empower. That was last week's session. So today, like I said, we're starting a series, and this series in September, we're going to be looking at money habits that build wealth. Money habits that build wealth. That is financial intelligence for growth, basically. That's what we're going to be talking about in the month of September. And we are starting off with a guest. Yes. That usually doesn't happen. Usually, the first session of each um, new series, I take it. But in this one, I'm having a guest, and I'm trying to find my notes. Trying to find my notes. Okay. So today we're going to be talking about mindset before money. And that is basically rewriting limiting beliefs that we have about money. You know that wealth doesn't just happen, really. It doesn't. Never just happens. And it's built on daily habits, smart choices, and a renewed mindset about money. And this month, those are the things we are going to be looking at. We're going to be looking at um, of course, mindset, shifting your mindset. We're going to be looking at budgeting. We're going to be looking at savings. We're going to be looking at multiplying what you have in this month of September. Those are the things that we are going to be looking at. So, our guest today, let me just quickly read her profile so that we can know who we are bringing. She's already here. I can see her in the background already. Today, our guest is Lady Teresa. She's a digital sales coach, licensed life insurance advisor who helps immigrant moms escape hustle culture and build a life of ease, freedom, and financial power. She's the creator of the Soft Life Blueprint, a 5 part system that shows women how to earn without burnout. Um, how to save with intention and fund the lifestyle they actually want. She's the author of Sell Without Selling and now coaches immigrant moms to sell online without cold calling or harassing families and friends. She's a wife and mom of 2 great boys and lives in Alberta, Canada with her family. So that is our guest today, and I want you to join me to welcome Lady Teresa. She is here. She is here.
Hi, Mama. Hi, everyone. I hope you can hear me clearly.
I can hear you. Yes, can hear you very well.
Awesome.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's been ages, really. It's
It's
been
been a
years.
minute, right? It's been a while.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for accepting to come on our program. I know that you have a lot. You have a lot to give to us today. I met Lady Teresa, interesting enough, online. Online. And that was Longreach.
Yes, I think
Yes.
so.
Yeah,
Yes.
that was Longreach. When Longreach, had was still, you know, out there. And she changed my mind truly about network marketing and how to do online anything, really, anything online. She changed my mindset about that. The idea that I had, because I'd had a lot of experiences of, oh, come and join this network marketing. This is this. I carry my money, put there, bah, the money disappears and nothing, nothing happens. But she really, really changed my mindset about how to do online business, network marketing, and all those things. So today she's going to talk to us about mindsets, because really the beginning of being able to master money is in your mind, is the way you see money. I've seen that many of us, we see money as, but money is our master, not even that we see it. Money is our master, is in charge. It determines whether we are happy, it determines whether we are sad, it determines everything about our lives. But if we can change the way that we see money, we can change a whole. I just noticed that both of us are carrying low cut. It's just now I looked and noticed it.
Maybe there's something about it. Your
Yeah,
audience should think about it. They should consider it.
yes. Okay, so Lady Teresa, the floor is yours. Go ahead and give us from, or let us share from your bounty.
Yes, thank you so much. I'll try. Everybody that knows me know that once I start teaching, I can do that for
Yeah.
hours and days on end. But I'll try
Yes.
today to stick to time.
Okay.
It's just gonna be a conversation. Like I said, just gonna be sharing my experiences and how my relationship with money has been over the years. Okay, so a little bit of context or background into who I am. So I came to Canada in 2020. So this is my fifth year here. And when I came, I was pregnant when I came to Canada, and I still had a toddler. My first son was like 2 years old when we came here. So I came here, with a lot of load already, if I can use that statement,
Yeah.
and I had different mindset around money because I met a, a particular mindset when I came here. There is a common mindset around money in this part of the world
Mm-hmm.
that's different from where I'm coming from. So I had this thing of people were working multiple jobs. A lot of people were just like hustling. Some people, the mindset was that, oh, I need to work so hard to be able to meet my bills. Oh, there's
Mm.
debt. You have to take credit card. You have to take loan. You have to
Yeah.
take so many things. And so I had to take a step back. And I was like, I have two choices. I can either believe what I am hearing. And if I believe, then I also fall into that trap, or I can challenge that belief. And I feel like that was something that was like an eye opener for me. And I decided to challenge the belief instead
Okay.
of just accepting the belief. And so most of my
Mm-hmm.
story will be in the context of even my experience in the past 5 years. So I started challenging that belief. I started saying, who even said that somebody must have multiple jobs before they can, survive and pay bills in this part of the world? Who said it? Who started it? Can we
Mm.
even try and go back and say, how did it all start? How did the credit system become such a part of our life? What if somebody decides, oh, I want to be different? So I
Mm-hmm.
feel like this was like a game changer for me, right? That's challenging the belief, that's not accepting the status quo or accepting the norm created a different path for me. So I ended up not having multiple jobs. In fact, right now I don't even have a 9 to 5. I do my business full time. And
Mm-hmm.
I have, if I can say so myself, I have a better relationship with money, right? And so money is always one of my favorite topics because I tell people that money mastery is even the easiest thing to master.
Yeah.
Money problem is the easiest problem to solve as
Mm-hmm.
a human being. There are more serious problems. There is spiritual problem. There is health problems. There are more
Yeah.
serious problems. The issue is that people put money at a pedestal that it should not even be.
Mm-hmm.
So that is where we are going to start from. We need to first bring that money from that pedestal, bring it down to where it's supposed to be, like an employee and not like a
Exactly.
man. So
Mm-hmm.
to me, my first mindset shift is putting money in its place. So money for me is my 24/7 employee. Is my If I can use money to get it, I will use money. I won't use my time. So
Exactly.
the first mindset shift, like I said, this is just going to be conversation. I'm not doing a
Mm-hmm.
presentation. I'm just
Yeah.
going to have this conversation around money, so we have better understanding of this money mindset, because the mindset must always come before the money itself. So
Yeah.
that's why I really, really fell in love with the topic, because I was like, this is my favorite topic to talk about ever. So these are some mindsets that I personally strive to have around money, and that has been changing a lot of things for me. So that first thing, like I said, bring it down from that pedestal. Health is supposed to be higher than it. Time is supposed to be higher than it. Your spirit is supposed to be higher than it. But a lot of people have put
Mm-hmm.
money so high that
Yeah.
it now traps them and turns them into a slave. So step one, or the first mindset shift, bring that money down and turn it
Yeah.
into a tool. I was listening to a coach, and he said that his favorite employee is money, because money works 247, does not take a
Mm-hmm.
day off, does not
Yeah.
fall sick. Just use money and get things done. So that's
Yeah.
my first shift. Treat money as a tool, spend money to save time. Because a lot of people who have money problems, if you notice their mindset, they are people who spend time to save money. So that's my first mindset shift. Immediately I started looking at it that way, I things changed because I was not like, okay, I have to, this money is something that is a tool. And because it's a
Mhm.
tool, I have to be willing to spend it to get more valuable things back. So spend it for value instead of holding it because and letting go of value or giving away value. All right. Then the second mindset shift, like I said, that I started thinking about is the ways to earn income, because income is also part of money. Making money is part of money. There are four aspects of money. There is making the money, there is managing the money, there is growing the money,
Mhm.
there is protecting the money. A lot of people don't know that these four aspects of money require four different skill sets. The skill that you need to make money is not the same skill that you need to manage money.
Yeah.
And it's not the
True.
same skill you need to grow the money. So a lot of
Mhm.
people, they have the skill of making money, but they
Mhm.
don't have the skill of managing money. So if you are here in this audience and you've ever wondered, you've ever said, this my money just leaves. If
Mhm.
I make it, something just takes it away.
Develop swings.
I hear that a lot. And people are like, I don't know where this money just, I thought they just paid us salary how many days ago? How come the whole thing
Mhm.
gone? So
Yeah.
that means that you need to look at that aspect of money that you are struggling with, and you now need to work on it. All right. So in working around money or working on anything that has to do with money, I have a framework that I use. I call it a MAPS framework. So that's literally my coaching framework. That's what I use to self coach myself and coach my clients on whatever it is they are going through. I always tell them, let's go through the MAPS framework. Now, the M in that MAPS framework is mindset.
Mhm.
Okay? Is mindset. So once somebody has a goal, I tell people, what is your goal? Let's say a financial goal now. Let's say, oh, I want to make more money. I want to earn this amount of money. That's a goal, right? Or your goal is a money management goal. Oh, I want to be able to budget better or whatever, or whatever goal that you've set for yourself. My first step is always, let's do the mind work first, because mind work for me, the whole MAPS framework, mind work for me is about 70% of the work.
Yeah.
But some people think it is, hustling. That is the main thing. But mind work is the first thing. So the mind work around that goal, I'll start asking you, what are your common beliefs about this particular goal? So you want to make $1 million, you want to make $100,000. What are your common beliefs? When you think about making $1 million, what comes to your mind? That's one of the ways I let people go through that belief analysis, because some people don't even know their belief system. They don't know. So the way of uncovering those belief system is start asking yourself, maybe I don't have money right now because,
Mhm.
answer that question. That is where you know where the belief is. So once you've analyzed it and you know where the belief is, you can now start saying, how do I reframe? How do I rewire this belief? So if your mindset or your mind tells you, oh, I need to work twice as hard, I need to work hard to succeed, and you are a mom and you have kids and you have a lot of responsibilities and you know you cannot work the way other people are working,
Mhm.
you find out that that belief that you need to work hard is going to stop you from making money.
True.
But when you reframe that belief and say, okay, instead of working hard, is there a smarter way to work to make this money? You will now start looking at what are smarter ways, what are systems that I can use instead of relying on struggles. What system can I rely on? What tools can I rely on? that will make my work smarter. So I'm no longer spending a lot of time, but now I am using a system, and that system is helping me to work less and make more money. Do you see that those are the mind work you need to first do before you even start the work?
Yeah.
So know what your beliefs are, identify as many of them as possible, and start reframing them. So that is the mind work. That is the mindset part of my MAPS framework. Then A is now the action step. So here's something I usually say. If you're working without the mind work, then it is hustle.
Mm.
But if you are doing a lot of mind work, but you're not taking any action, then that's delusion.
Mm-hmm.
So these two must go hand in hand, but they must go in order. So there are people who just start by hustling. Let's say they come into a new country. Like I said, I use a context of living abroad, but it doesn't mean, it doesn't apply to anybody. If you're in a new environment, or you're in an environment, or you are even in a place where you are just hearing people say, work hard, just hustle, hustle, hustle.
Mm-hmm.
Get into that hustle mode, you're going to limit yourself. Your results will be limited. So that's why you shouldn't do it in a disorderly form, if I can use that word. So do the mind work first. Get to a place where you have achieved the goal. Get to a place where you're asking yourself questions like, okay, someone who has gotten this thing, how do they think? How do they behave? What do they do in the morning? What do they do in the evening? These are the mind work. Once you've gotten that part done, then you get into the action mode. And that action mode becomes effortless.
Yeah.
It becomes inspired, because now you're not just hustling. They say, come and join this scheme, you go and join because you want to
Jump.
make money. Come and join this other scheme, you go and join. If you
Mm-hmm.
have done the mind work first, you will know your values. You will know whatever opportunity people bring to you, you know that, okay, I'm going to put this thing in line. Is it in line with my value? Is it in line with my core value? Because now you've done the mind work. And so you'll be
Mm-hmm.
able to say yes to this opportunity or no to this opportunity. And so you are acting from a place of inspiration and
Mm-hmm.
not a place of hustle.
Yeah.
So after the action steps, you are going to start doing effortless action when you do the mind work first. After the
Mm-hmm.
action steps, the next one is people. You see, this money we are all talking about, it does not fall from the sky.
Yeah. It's in the hands of people.
Like, it doesn't fall from the
That's
sky.
all.
So there is a part of people. So if you are someone that your mindset is, I don't like talking to people, I don't like doing this one with people, you've already cut yourself away from money, because that is where the money is.
Yeah.
So people should be a key component of your activities if you are looking for money. When I say people, I am not saying go and be disturbing family and friends. I am not saying go and be begging people. And that is really one thing I specialize in, coaching people how to position yourself of value so that you attract people instead of
Mm.
chasing people.
Yeah.
People is a key factor in this money making thing. You need people either for business, you need people either for collaboration, you need people either for support, you need people either for accountability. So, people is a key factor. So,
Yeah.
that goal that you want to achieve, which people do you need to connect yourself with? And by connecting yourself, I'm not even saying they must be, what's the word? They must be physical. You know how they say, if you are if you're among five people, five rich people, you are the sixth rich person. All
Yeah.
right. So
Mm-hmm.
these people I'm talking about doesn't even have to be physical people that are
Physical.
living
Yeah.
around you or you can see. It can also be in mentors, it can also be in role models.
Mm-hmm.
Just need that people factor. Okay. So with that, once you have that on lockdown, the final one is what I call self-review or self-reflection. if you do not measure this action that you are taking, you cannot manage it. And if you cannot manage it, you cannot get result from it. So if it's money we are looking for, you want to make money. Okay, what is the mindset of someone who has this money you want to make? Number two, what are the action steps? What are the things I have to do to make this money? Because if you are doing the mind work of knowing who that person is, how they think, how they act, you will now start acting like them, thinking like
Mm-hmm.
them, behaving like them. That's the
True.
action. Then from there, who can help me get better? Or who can I stay accountable to? Or who are the people that will make this happen? So it could be clients, it could be accountability partners, it could be coaches, it could be whatever, mentors, role model. It could even be listening to this because there are people
Mm-hmm.
here talking. So
Yeah.
just listening to this is already part of your people factor, but you need to be intentional about it. And then from there, self review. Self review to me is what ties everything all together, because a lot of people just work and work and work, and they're just hustling and hustling and hustling, and they don't take time to reflect. Where was I last week? Where am I now? Because that hustle mode always puts you in, I've not gotten this thing, this is the good, I've not gotten. But
Yeah.
that review helps you to even celebrate the wins and say, okay, maybe my goal is 100K. Maybe last week I had 20K. This week I now have 30K. That is a win. You
Mm-hmm.
may not have gotten what you are looking for, but you are not where you used to be. So you cannot do that self review and say, okay, I went from 20K to 30K. What did I do well that made me get that extra 10K so that I can keep doing it? And what did I not do so well so that I can either stop it or reduce it?
Exactly.
A lot of people do not take time out of their busy schedule to actually self review and self reflect. And it is
Mm-hmm.
that lack of self reflection that is actually stopping them. But they think it's because they're not working hard enough.
Mm-hmm.
Get into it week after week after week, just working and working and working. And at the end of the day, they are wondering why result is not showing. And the
Yeah.
result is not showing because you didn't even take, even I use this spiritual angle that even creation, there was a day of rest.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he didn't even hustle to create, but he still rested.
It's still rested. Exactly.
Still rested. Because you have to sit back and before you can say this is good. Because you have to
Mm-hmm.
first look at something you have done to now say this is good. So that is really
Mm-hmm.
where that self-reflection is. If it's picking a day out of the week, if it's picking an hour out of 24 hours, it doesn't, people just think it's only maybe when they're on vacation. So maybe 2 weeks in a whole year. That
That's
is their
when you
own.
review.
Just
Yeah.
so you know, for every 24 hours, pick 1 hour for self-reflection.
Yeah.
For every 7 days, pick one
One
day
day.
for self-reflection.
Mm-hmm.
That's my tip when it has to do
Mm-hmm.
with self-reflection. So once you do these 4 things, this money comes easily and effortlessly. So
True.
anybody that knows me, I am always a soft life person. And I
Mm-hmm.
take a blueprint and I call it a soft life blueprint because I'm like, see, we don't need to hustle to make money.
True.
Money is like a resource. Money is like air that we breathe. If you just see it from that point of view, that this thing is so unlimited, is unlimited, but we think it is limited.
Limited. Mm-hmm.
And that is
Yeah.
why we struggle with it. But it's
Mm-hmm.
actually as unlimited as air. It just goes in circulation. That's why it's called currency. It
Mm-hmm.
just flows. It flows like water. So what can make it stay with you is your the meaning you have given it, is the interpretation you have given it. So if you are someone who does not grow money, for example, if you are someone who leaves your money idle, the money will not stay with you because money does not like to be idle.
Mm-hmm.
So these are things you start asking yourself, okay, how am I even treating money right now? Or if you are someone who likes to pet money, I have a lot of friends that I tell them that you are like someone who hired a housemaid. You know how you
Mm.
hired a nanny, and this
Mm-hmm.
nanny is supposed to maybe take care of your children or clean your house, and then
Mm.
this housemaid comes in, and you tell the housemaid, sit down, oh, let me go and bring food for you. Then you bring
Mm-hmm.
food for the housemaid. They are petting the housemaid. Are you okay? Then you're the one sweeping. The same thing that you brought housemaid to come and do, you are the one doing it. Sometimes
Mm.
this is what we do with money. We just leave the money lying down in the account. Are you okay? Be okay. Oh, let me be hustling. Let me hustle. When you could have just used
Make
that
more.
to make more money. All right. So this is just
Yeah.
because of time. This is how I will, just look at money. Just ask yourself, how have I been seeing money right now? And how should I be seeing money so that my own condition will change? That's my bit. Thank you so
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. This aspect of mindset, let me just give a short story about myself.
much.
This has a spiritual undertone, but it also applies to what we are talking about.
Yeah,
I've worked all my life, basically.
yeah.
And I've made money. I cannot even claim that I've never made. I have made money. I have made money. But I got to a point in my life and I realized that yes, I make money, but I don't keep money.
Hmm.
My money is not growing, is
Mm,
not achieving anything. I'm just making money and spending it.
yeah.
So it got to one time I wasn't working this period. I had like a period of 2 years that
Mm,
wasn't working.
mm,
So I wanted to buy something. And I started searching for small cash. I think it was 200 naira, if I can remember well, that day to
yeah.
pay to give somebody to go and buy something for me. And I did not have 200 naira. Funny. I did not have it. I brought out all my bags, all my purses, everything. I did not have 200 naira. I didn't even have it in the bank at that moment where I could access. Let me not say I didn't have it at all, but I didn't have it available to spend
Yeah.
200 naira. And I sat down. I was weeping in my room.
Yeah.
And I was like, how did I get here?
Yeah.
I have made money. I can't say I did not make money. And that day I realized that because what happened was I heard this voice asking me, this money that you're crying about, whose own is it? Who owns
Hmm.
it? Why are you
Hmm.
crying? Who owns it? And so I was like, my money. So and the voice, okay, if it's your money, why are you
Why are
crying?
you crying?
Why are you crying?
Why are
You
we
see,
chasing something that is already our own?
yes, is your so why are you sitting here crying? And I had a change of mindset that the first of all, the first change was when we think as Christians, we say tithe is God's money,
Yeah.
then the rest is ours.
Yeah.
My mind changed that the whole money belongs to God first.
Exactly.
He's the
Exactly.
one giving me the 90%. It's not
Yeah.
even me giving him the 10%. That's
Yeah.
why people struggle with tithe because we look
Mm,
at it and giving God a whole
yeah.
10%. No, you're not giving him anything. He's actually giving you back 90% to use.
Mm,
The second thing I came to understand that day that he's not giving you this 90% for you to just use anyhow.
yeah.
God does not believe in waste.
Yeah.
He expects returns,
Yeah.
just like any other business.
Parable of the talents.
Yes, so he expects you to use that money to produce something.
Yeah.
And by the time I had this episode that day, I came out with a different relationship with money. Money no longer controlled my moods, but before that time, money controlled my mood.
Yeah.
If I look in my account, there's no money, I'm
Yeah.
upset.
Yeah.
I'm worried. I'm beginning to think, what can I do? There has to be money. Why must there be money in my account, first of all? Really? Why must there be money in my account? Shouldn't it be that this money is somewhere doing something?
Exactly.
It shouldn't be money in my account. What is it doing there? It's not earning any interest, really. It's not achieving anything. It's just
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
showing that I have money.
Yeah.
Making me look like big girl,
Exactly.
senior woman.
Exactly.
So I changed. That was the first change in my mindset. I
Yeah.
don't have to have money in my account.
Mm,
It's not relevant, and it cannot be controlling my. I feel happy or I'm sad. My emotions cannot be controlled by money anymore.
yeah.
From that point, honestly, when I tell people that the kind of money that came into my through my hands, let me never say into, that passed through my hands from that point that I changed my mind,
Yeah,
compared to all the money I've been making, there's no comparison.
exactly.
There's no comparison because now when money comes, I don't think of, hey, I don't even think of putting it anywhere. What I think, what can I use this money to do now? Because
That's
money
it.
has become my servant. What
Yeah.
do I put it into so that it
Send it to work.
reproduces itself? Yes, it needs to reproduce itself. It can't sit one place doing nothing. That's
Exactly.
the first thing that comes to my mind now when I see somebody sends me money. How do I do it? How? It's not a matter of money has to be in my account anymore. No,
Yeah.
no longer also a matter of, oh, I'm happy because there's money. No,
Mm.
this money has to be sent on an assignment. It has to do
Yeah.
work. There's
Yeah.
something someone said. They said that money does not come to those that need it. It doesn't. Money comes to those that put it to work.
Exactly.
So these are the changes that happen in my own head also
Yeah. Yeah.
towards money.
Yeah.
So I'm no longer thinking, oh, because I need money, money will come. It's not coming.
Yeah, I even wanted to, when you mentioned that thing, it's not people that need the money. When it comes to setting goals, I always tell people as well, don't be that person that say my goal is to make $10,000 or $100,000. No, 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 that's not a goal because
Mhm,
money on its own is useless. It is
mhm.
what you use money to do that is of value.
Yeah.
I have been here 5 years. I don't think I've even, maybe if I've touched physical cash, maybe not more than $100 if I have actually touched physical cash. So
Mhm.
money is not the numbers or the paper that you are seeing. Money is what you are using it to do.
To do.
So even when you are
Exactly.
setting a financial goal, not I want to make 100,000, I want to make 10,000, I want to make 5,000. No, no, no. What are you going to use it to
To
do?
do.
That
Exactly.
is what will activate the
Mhm.
attraction that will bring that
Yes.
money to you. A lot of people want to be millionaires. I am telling you, if you give them $1 million today, it will leave them tomorrow
Tomorrow. Yes.
because
It
they
will
don't know
develop
what
wings
to
and
do
fly.
with it. So from
Mhm.
moving from I need money, start moving to I want to do this with money.
Exactly.
A good way to look at it.
Yes, definitely. And true, that set me free from a lot of things. And I've
Yeah,
been trying my best to teach anyone that comes close to me
yeah.
that look, it's not about having money.
Mm-mm.
Somebody the other day called me and asked me for a certain amount. And I didn't have it in my account, truly. I did not have it in my account to give them. And when
Mm.
I said I didn't have it, she was like, how can you say that? When just
I
the
get
other
that
day,
a lot.
yeah, because she overheard an investment
Yeah.
and she had an idea of how much went in. So she was like, how can you tell me you don't have? I said, I don't have it to give you.
Yeah,
The money I had has gone to work
exactly.
right now. So it's not available now for me to give to you. Maybe in the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month,
Mm.
something may have come back. But right now, I
Yeah,
don't have it to give to you.
yeah.
And she now said that she was like, how is it that you're able to talk like? I said, yes, because I've changed my mind. Money is no longer controlling me.
Yeah.
Is no longer my boss. I am the
Mm.
boss. I tell it
Mhm.
what to do and it does it.
Yeah.
So really this mindset thing is so important. So important. Then when you talked about people, how attracting people of value.
That's
Mm,
it.
that one, that maybe you need to repeat it.
If
You
you're not a people person, you can't make money. And that's the
true.
truth. Because
Mhm.
you either have to be so valuable that people will come to you.
Mm. Okay. What happened? I can't hear her anymore.
You
It's like,
can hear me. I think my
okay.
internet got a second.
Okay. You went off for
Yeah,
just a
my
second there.
internet just, yes, yeah, it told me that my internet, I'm back, right? You can hear me now, right?
Yeah, yeah. hmm
Mm,
Yes.
yeah. Okay. So as I was saying, Yeah, so sorry about that. I think the internet disconnected. So without people, you cannot be wealthy. Go and check any wealthy person out there. You are either
Mhm.
valuable enough that people are going to pay they will pay to get the value you are giving, or you are someone that has money that you can go and pay for value, or you are someone that knows how to be in the circle of value. So it is a people thing. Money
Yes,
is a people thing. So if you don't have people, if you don't have people skills, then making money will be quite hard.
it's true. It's true. You really need people skills. I can testify to this because I've always said myself I'm not a people person.
Mm,
Not because I'm mean or anything, but I'm just quiet.
yeah,
And because I'm quiet, I don't really, I mean, if I don't interact with human beings for weeks, I'm good.
yeah,
I am good. I'm okay. I'm not upset. I'm not angry. There's
yeah,
nothing wrong. I'm just comfortable by myself. But
mm,
I've come to see that it's essential that I at least make the effort
mm,
to be a people person.
mm,
I have to make the effort to meet people.
yeah.
I mean, it's essential for life, honestly.
Yeah,
It's not even just for making money. It's
yeah,
essential for life to be able to make connections.
yeah,
So I've had to teach myself,
yeah,
bring myself out of that my comfort zone of I don't need anyone really. I'm good by myself to at least try, make the attempt to connect to people, to have even if it's just one or two people
yeah.
that I am in constant touch with. Before, for example, if I walk into a party, I went for a party. It's not as if I got up, dressed up, went for a party. I get in there, I find a seat, I sit down, finished.
That's me. Oh, you have just described me.
Gone.
You have described me. And that's what people, and I think I need to mention something here actually. Some people think that even being a people person means that you have to be extroverted or you have to be all over the place. No, 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 no,
Mhm.
no.
Yeah,
That because if it's down one, I am even the worst. But when I say people is you have to be so that's why I use those two options because personalities are different. If I go to an
mhm,
event, I see if I when people see me the way I talk on social media, they expect that if they see me in real life, I am
exactly.
talking catty person. But no, if I go somewhere that I'm not expected to talk, maybe I'm not training, I'm not teaching, I'm not coaching, I just go and sit down one place.
Mhm.
But one thing I always say when it has to do with people is make sure that you are so valuable that even if you are not reaching out to people, but you are attracting people.
Exactly.
Always know that because personalities are different. Be so
Yeah,
valuable that even without you reaching out to people, people will reach out to you.
to you,
Yeah,
exactly.
that it's
Exactly.
about that value. You
Hmm.
know?
Yeah, it's very important because I tell people that when just like people see me growth
Yeah,
habit, hey, I'm
a
talking.
lot. I think all
If
of
you
us are
meet
like
me in real life, the people that know me in real life know that all this talk, I don't talk it in real life.
that.
I really
All of us are in the same WhatsApp group.
don't. But I've had situations where I'm just okay. Well, I was in church one day. Actually,
Yeah,
not that I went to church. I was just in the church compound.
yeah,
So I think I went for a meeting that has nothing to really do with church. It just happened to be in a church compound. And one young lady walks up to me and she's greeting as if she knows me. And I
yeah.
have no idea who this young lady is. And I smile back and say, "How are you?" She said, "You don't know me, but I know you." I'm like, "Where do you know me
That's
from?
it. That's
Where
it.
do you know me from?" She said, if for nothing else, your gray hair. I'm like, wait. She now began to tell me how she follows me on social media. And
Yeah.
but that since she came, she's been looking at me and I've not been talking.
Mm, that's it.
I say, my dear, this is me. This is the real me. I'm not
Yeah,
talkative. I'm
yeah,
not, but
yeah,
any opportunity I have to talk,
yeah,
you must get something from that interaction. I cannot come in contact with you and we finish and you just go away. No, I
yeah,
must
yeah,
deposit something. So that is
yeah,
when you're talking about value.
That's it.
That is
I
it.
make a joke and I tell people that I don't really talk, but I speak. And they are two different things.
Yeah.
Speaking is different from talking. So when people see that you are speaking, they assume you are a talker, but it's not the same.
Mm, yeah,
So I
exactly.
don't talk a lot, but I speak. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So yeah, it's really essential that we give out value. People
Mm,
should not meet you and there is no impact, no matter
yeah.
how small.
Yeah.
Really, no matter how small, there should always be an impact from people meeting you. And
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm also in the northern hemisphere right now. I'm not
Okay.
in Nigeria currently, and I am here, and people are sending me requests to come and speak in
Yeah.
Nigeria. And unfortunately, unless you can do it online, I
Yes.
can't. So I've
Yeah.
had to, refer other people. But if not that they've seen some kind of value from what
That's
I'm dishing out, they will not remember me.
that's
They
it.
would definitely not. So yes, it's essential that we give value. And I mean, now those speaking engagements is money.
Of
I'm here.
course.
I am not
Of course.
looking for the work, but
Yeah.
it is coming for me. So
That's it.
it's essential that we dish out value at
Mm.
every point in time because it's that value a lot of times that brings the money.
That is the money. Money is an exchange of value. If there's no value given, there is no money received.
There's no money received, really. Yeah, so it's essential that we give out that money,
Yeah.
value, sorry, so that
Yeah.
that is what helps us to make money.
That's
And
it.
okay, when you say, see this hustle culture, let's go back to that a little bit because this hustle culture has overtaken, especially our youths in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Everybody is hustling. And when I try to tell people that I don't understand what that means really.
Mm.
I don't know what it means to hustle.
Yeah.
Why must we hustle? Why? What is the whole big deal
Yeah.
about hustling? But
Mm.
let me just ask because you mentioned that you help people, kind of escape the hustle culture.
Yeah.
Just talk to us a little bit about that.
Okay.
Mm,
So if you remember, I said something like, I'm always looking for smarter ways to do things, anything at all. I make a joke. A lot of people know me with this joke. I always say laziness is my superpower. People look at laziness as a bad thing, but
mhm,
for me, laziness is my superpower because a lot of the decisions that I make is because I'm lazy. And I also joke and I say laziness is a very expensive personality. So
mm,
it's very expensive to be lazy because I am too lazy to be broke.
mhm.
That's number one. So that's why I make money because I cannot afford. If I'm broke, then my laziness will show up.
Exactly.
So I am too lazy to be broke. That's number one. Number two,
Mhm,
I am too lazy to work until I'm 70 years old.
mm,
I'm too lazy. Do you understand? So
yeah.
laziness to me is a superpower. So because of that, I am always looking for smarter ways to earn income because I cannot earn income the hard way. So there are
Mhm,
two ways to make money. There is the hard way. There is the I call it the soft way, but you can also
mhm,
call it the smart way. So I always talk about soft life. So there
mhm,
is the soft way to do something. There is the hard way to do it. Now, when you are making money, the hard way to make money is if that money is tied to your time,
mm,
if you are selling your time to make that money. So most people tell me I am this professional, that professional, and I'm like, it doesn't matter what you call yourself. Oh. If you have to clock in, clock out to make money, you are a salesperson. Only that what you are selling is your time. And so you sell your time and say, my own time is for 1 hour is $20, for example. Then this other person say, my own time for 1 hour is $50. It is time you're selling.
yeah.
Forget the work. Because if it is the work you were selling, they would have allowed you do that work from any part of the world. You would have
Yeah.
been able to you work from US and you don't have to be in that location. You don't have to clock in and clock out to
Mm-hmm.
get your income. You could have done it from anywhere. So I always found that to be so hard because my time is limited,
Mm.
and my because it's limited, it makes it extra valuable. Anything that is scarce increases in value. When we're in Nigeria, when petrol is scarce, what happens? The
The
price
price
just
goes
goes
up.
up. Exactly. So because my time is very limited, it increases in value. So at every point in time, I'm like, how do I get more of that time back? How do I stop myself from having to give 8 hours of my time every day? And so that's why I started looking at those smarter ways. And business to me, not just any business, but a low effort business is always my go to. Businesses where I don't have to spend 8 hours, because there are businesses where you spend more than 8 hours a day.
Yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
businesses that I'll don't maybe I'll spend half of that, right?
Mm.
So I do a lot of those research and I show people in different places that you can do this kind of business because it's not going to take, you're not selling your time. You can do a business where, for example, I was telling someone that this week I generated the income I generated in just 1 week is almost like 6 months salary. I'm not kidding. Like from a regular 9 to 5 is almost 6 months salary. But I generated
Mm.
that income in just 1 week. That is how business income compares to time income. You might have times where you may not make a lot of money, but
True.
because your income is not tied to your time, when that income comes, it can almost be like 6 months salary, 1 year salary, and you make
Mm.
it 1 week or 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
those are things I look out for. I look out for smart ways to generate income and I share them on my pages. Then I look out for smart ways to save and invest. So all these things I'm sharing takes you away from hustle, because it's
Yeah.
not just enough that you're making money. Like you said, some people, the money just comes and goes. That used to be me years ago because I was so good at making money. I had the skill of making money. So I could make money easily like this. But because I could make money easily, I thought that I would use that same skill to manage money. No, it's a different mindset.
Yeah.
And so I struggled with managing my money until I learned the skill of managing money. So it's not just smart way to make money, we also look at smart ways to save and invest. If you are in a country that is tax heavy,
Mm-hmm.
back home, like I was saying, back home, a lot of these things were not like a big topic to us, but
Mm-hmm.
here is a big topic. So you
Yeah.
now need to look for smart ways to save and invest so that you're keeping more of the money with you.
Yep.
You're not giving it away. Then
Mm-hmm.
from there, I now look at smart ways to buy properties or buy assets. So every single thing I share with my audience are the soft way to do it. That's why I call it a soft life blueprint. So I
Yeah.
show you the soft way to generate income, the soft way to save and invest that money, the
Mm-hmm.
soft way to buy assets or properties, and the soft way to actually fund your lifestyle. That is what my blueprint is about. And that's what I show people. Depending on where they are, let's look
Mm-hmm.
at those soft ways to make money, manage money, grow money, and protect your money.
Okay. It's like I'm going to come for that your soft life blueprint.
Yes, so definitely we need to talk on that.
Yes. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Thank you so much,
My pleasure.
Lady Teresa, for today. You've shared so much for us. And I think we need to begin to digest. I want to check if we have any questions on all the platforms so that I can present them to you.
Yeah.
I've not seen any on Facebook, but I will check again.
Okay.
Um, okay. Okay, I'm not seeing questions. I'm seeing comments, people um, commenting on what you have said. I've not seen any um, questions. Okay, let me just ask one. You mentioned about smart ways of saving, even
Yeah.
as we begin to round up. Is it possible for
Mm-hmm.
someone who has maybe currently your income feels kind of limited?
Mm-hmm.
Is it possible to save and begin to build a financial power even when maybe your income is limited currently?
Yeah. So here's what I say to people. Saving is not a function of how much. Saving is a function of percentage. You know the way we say tithe, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's say 10% is your tithe. So it doesn't matter how much you earn, you can bring out 10%. So if you're earning $1,000, that's $100. If you're earning $100, that's $10. The reason
Mm-hmm.
why it's structured in percentage is so that anybody can do it. Anything that is structured in percentage, not in an amount, means
Mm-hmm.
anybody can do it. So nobody is telling you to start saving. If you're in Nigeria, to start saving 20,000 naira, 100,000 naira. If you're abroad, nobody's telling you save this amount every month. What we are saying is you can bring out 10% of your income. You can bring out 20% of your income. So what that does for you is you are going to act like your income is that 90 or 80%. And that is where budgeting comes in.
Mm-hmm.
People buy things that they cannot afford because
Yeah.
they don't budget.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, oh, my income is limited, so I cannot save. Saving is a function of a percentage. Even if it's 2%, you can say, okay, I'm going to bring out, because I have limited income, I'm going to bring out only 2%, only 1%. You have to
Mm-hmm.
bring out something. It is like a fruit and a seed and a seed. You can't say because you are so hungry, you're going to eat the
Yes.
mango and eat the seed.
Mm-hmm.
You can't say, oh, I'm so hungry, I will eat the seed of this mango. No, you will always eat the fruit and drop the
Keep
seed,
the seed.
because the seed is what you are using to get more fruits.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the thing with saving. Saving and investment is just separating the fruit from the seed. So your own seed might be mango, which is huge. My own seed might be orange, which is small.
More.
But every fruit must have a seed. Once you are earning income, that income is the fruit of your labor, and
Mm-hmm.
every fruit must have a seed. That's
Seed.
how I
Yeah.
look at it. Put that seed aside, or else you will continue to work until the
Mm-hmm.
last day. So, as long as you want to one day not work actively, then always bring out the seed from the fruit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a question. Okay, somebody said, how can we access the Soft Life Blueprint?
Oh yeah, just depending on where you're watching me from, I'm
Mm.
on TikTok at the Money Goddess. Just search the Money Goddess underscore on TikTok. I'm on LinkedIn, Teresa Omonade. You just see me, Teresa Omonade, on LinkedIn. I am on Instagram, the Money Goddess underscore. So if you search TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, I'm on. It's my Facebook page is Soft Life with Lady T. Soft Life with Lady T. So search for it, message me anywhere, and just let me know it's regarding the Soft Life blueprints, and then we can have a conversation. Because I always customize it. People are from different locations, different areas. So I would need to
Yeah.
ask you a few questions before I can recommend the Soft Life blueprint for you. Okay?
Okay. Okay. So you send your social media handles to me on
Yes.
WhatsApp, and I will
Yes.
post it on
Yes.
all the Facebook, Instagram for
Yes. I
people
will do
to
that.
see it and connect with you. Yeah.
Yes.
Because
Thank
it's essential. It's
you. Yeah.
really essential. There's a lot to unpack when it comes to money. And
Mm.
for this series that we are doing in this September, we are really we're looking at budgeting. We're also
Yeah.
looking at savings and investment. We're going to look at all those things because truly I've seen that this is an area people struggle with a lot, money.
True.
we
True.
struggle a lot with money, not realizing that money is not all that, just like
It's
you said, it's
not.
not all that we make it out to be. Yeah,
It's not.
so yeah. Thank you once again. And I don't know if you have any final thoughts to share with our viewers, any final
Yeah.
message,
I think
something
my
that.
yeah, I think my final message would just be um get friendly with money. Like be friends with money. All right. Money
Mm,
is if you make it your friend, it will show up for you, honestly.
yeah.
And bring it down. Like I always say, bring it down from that pedestal where it is. Make you are bigger than money, right? So if you make
Hmm.
money bigger than you, then there's a problem. But if
Yeah.
you acknowledge that you are bigger than money, your energy towards the money will be different. So always find a way to elevate yourself higher than money, and you will notice how things work out for you. And it's not always about hustle. Take away hustle from your vocabulary. Try not to even say it in a sentence. Just take that away from your vocabulary, honestly. And that's
Hmm.
how you continually train your mind and your subconscious that you can make money without hustle. You can save and invest without hustle. You can live a soft life without hustle, because that's my mantra and I stand by it any day.
Yeah. Yeah, that and is not just your mind, it's the truth. It's actually the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah, so thank you once again, Lady Teresa, for being with us today. I hope we all got, I don't even hope, I know we all got value. I know for a fact that we all got value. Um, Please follow us also on all our own social media handles. We all know it already, Growth Habits with Ngozi. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Growth Habits with Ngozi. We will continue this series on money next week. Um, Next week, our topic is going to be the habit of budgeting. We're going to look at budgeting. That is basically telling your money where to go.
Where
That is
to
all
go?
budgeting is.
Yeah.
Sometimes we think it's such a big thing. It's just telling your money where to go. We're going to look at that next week. So do join me right here on Growth Habits with Ngozi. Time is 12 noon. This was a special time to accommodate Lady Teresa where she is so that she don't have to jump out in the middle of the night to do
Thank
the
you.
program. Yes, so see you all next week right here on Growth Habits with Ngozi, 12 noon on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and LinkedIn. We are live on all those platforms. Thank you all once again and do have an awesome day. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.